Hapkido Tribe, I have a workout for you today. So I hope that you guys had a great Easter holiday. I know it was a little bit crazy that maybe you didn't get to see all of the family members you normally get to see, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed your weekend. I have a great workout for you. One thing I'll recommend is grabbing a partner. They can work out alongside you for the first several parts of the workout. You will need a partner for the self-defense portion. Other thing you might need is we're gonna start with some of my favorite kicking techniques, which are tabletop kicks. So you're gonna be on the ground. So you may need to get like a mat or like something that you can kneel on because you're gonna be kneeling on the ground, a pillow or something like that. So you need to gather those things and we're gonna get started in just a minute. All right, guys, we're gonna start our workout today with some tabletop kicks. Now, some of you may not have done this exercise before, some of you may, and you kind of know what's coming. We are gonna adhere to the Tabata protocol, which is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So you're gonna need to get down on the ground. Like I said, if you have some sort of a rug or a mat to put underneath your knees, that's great. We're gonna start with turning kick from this position. So I like to have my elbow and my knees on the mat, and the side that I'm kicking with, I like that hand up. You can certainly do it from here. You can do them from here, whatever's good for you. Now, what I want you to think about is your knee's gonna be up. So you see how it's pointed out that way. Your goal is to not let your knee droop. Your knee might start to droop, but you wanna keep it up. We're gonna extend out. We're gonna kick with the top of the foot. So the motion is like this, and we're gonna do that for 20 seconds. 20 seconds on, then you're gonna get a break for 10 seconds, vacation, and then we're gonna do it for another 20 seconds. So we're gonna do 3 rounds on the same leg before switching to the other leg. All right, and I know that Master C is gonna help me out with my timing, yeah? So I want you to get to the position. I'm gonna start with my right foot. You can start with whichever foot you'd like. So get to that position and let us know when we begin.
Ready and begin.
Excellent. So we're doing round kicks, thinking all the way back to the tushy, extending all the way out, keeping our knee up. Really focusing on the knee up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. 10 seconds.
Great, so now we get to have vacation for 10 seconds. My leg feels good, no problem.
Starting back in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin.
Keep that knee up. Good work.
4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Nice. You may have started to feel it by now. It's pretty good.
Starting back in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin.
This is the last round. You can do it. Keep your knee up. Starting to feel it.
3, 2, 1, and break.
Good. Now we're going to switch to the other side during our 10-second vacation. So remember, our other leg is going to come up.
Here we go, guys. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin.
Keep that knee up.
Three, 2, 1, and break.
Nice. Oh, it was nice to do the fresh side. Feeling pretty good. You're gonna think about me later for these.
Here we go, guys. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin.
Again, full extension. Keep that knee up.
Three, 2, 1, and break.
Woo! Might be feeling it. You can do it. 20 seconds. You can do anything for 20 seconds.
Here we go. Starting back in 3, 2, 1, and begin.
work. Think about contacting with the top of the foot or the shin.
3, 2, 1, and break.
Woo! All right, so the next kick that we're gonna do is side kick. Now, some of you haven't done side kick before. That's okay. You're gonna do it today. So I'm gonna talk about a few things, how we're gonna do a tabletop side kick. So I'm gonna go back to my right side, and I want you to think about your knee almost coming up to where your armpit is and extending out. So we're extending straight out, hitting with the heel. So my foot, if I could, is like this. It's definitely not like that. This is okay, that's even better. So the motion is here and here. This one's a lot harder than round kick. So a little stretch before we get started. Child's pose, looks like this. Stretching back. If you walk your hands to one corner, put your tushy back and you'll feel that stretch on the outside of you. And then reverse, I would put my tushy that way and you'll feel the stretch along this side. It's a way to get yourself amped up for round 2, which are side kicks. Again, do your best. If you're a white belt, you've never done, or an orange belt and you haven't done this before, that's okay. All right, here we go.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Doesn't have to be crazy fast.
3, 2, 1, and break.
Ooh, that's nice. We'll do that same leg. You can do it.
Here we go, guys. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
You may start to feel it.
4, 3, 2, 1, and break.
Whew, I'm breathing. Master C tells a funny story, which isn't true, of the first time we did tabletop kicks and how long we kicked for. I don't remember what he said, but it can't be true. You should ask him about it.
I think it was 2-minute rounds. It was crazy. Here we go. Got a little extra break there. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and break.
Whew. All right. Other side's gonna feel like awesome. I know it's coming. Eagerly anticipating.
Here we go, guys. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
This is the other side. Might be your cool side. It may not be as pretty. That's okay. Like slide around out here.
3, 2, 1, and break.
Woo! Yeah. Woo.
Here we go, guys. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and break.
Last one, best one. We can do this.
Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin.
Full extension.
3, 2, 1, and break.
Woo! Good work, guys. Good work. Okay, so you can grab a sip of water and then come right back. Good work, guys. All right, so our next drill is a striking drill. And so we're gonna practice your strikes, and we're gonna practice striking to 4 different directions. So I want you to get your notebooks out and take a look at your strikes. Each rank has 4 strikes, so you're just working on your highest level strikes. If you haven't learned your strikes yet, you should hop over to GMG's website and look at your rank level, and they're in there, yeah? So if I were a white belt, for example, I'm gonna start with my right leg forward, and I'm gonna start with jabs. That's the first strike on white. I'm gonna do 4 jabs to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gonna turn 90 degrees. And I'm gonna do 4 jabs to the side, right? I would do 4, I would turn 90 degrees again, 4 and 4. Then I would switch sides and do the other side. So there's 4 directions you're going to strike to, and you're gonna do 4 reps. I'm gonna do all on one side and then the other side. If I were an orange belt, I could start with my right leg forward, I would do inward elbow. I would still do the proper footwork 4 times for each side, right? So take a look at your strikes. There are 4 strikes per rank. You're doing 4 different directions, 4 reps on each one. So take a look at that and come on back when you're finished. All right, good work on that 4 direction striking drill. Now we're gonna move into your combination. So each rank has its own combination, and you're gonna do that combination with your right leg forward and then with your left leg forward, 3 minutes on each side. So if I were a blue belt, for example, my hands are up, that combination is jab, cross, front kick. So I think jab, cross, front kick. I'd pull it back, and I would do that same combination for 3 minutes on my one side and then 3 on the other. So set the timer, look up your combo, and I'll see you in a minute. Good work, guys, on that combination. 3 and 3, that is tricky. So our next part is gonna be with our self-defense technique. So you're definitely gonna need a partner. If I could have a partner, please. Okay, now I have a concept for each belt rank that I'd like you to work, and I want you to work each piece, each part of that concept for 1 minute. So for example, white belts, you're doing evasion, right? So I'm gonna start in this position, and let's say he's just gonna do low level evasion, which he would be trying to kick me on my belt knot. I would start a timer for 1 minute, and right? So I would work this one concept for 1 minute on both sides, right? After that, white belts, you would move to your mid-level evasion and then your high-level evasion. 1 minute for each one of those. If you're an orange belt, you're gonna be working your armbar overs. So you would work your wing lock for 1 minute on both sides, etc. So white belts, evasion. Orange belts, you're gonna do armbar over. Yellow belts, armbar under, right? So you're gonna do each one of those for 1 minute on each side, or 1 minute total, alternating sides. Green belts, you're gonna do V-locks today. So working those V-locks. Blue belts, I want you to do our resting techniques. So each rank, 1 minute for each concept, alternating sides. You can pause the video now. If you need to look at GMG's website for some specifics on those techniques, please do so. One final thing, when you're locking with a partner that doesn't regularly train Hapkido, remember to breathe out during the entire technique, and don't put the last part of the technique on them. So if I were a yellow belt, for example, right, I wouldn't need to crank on them to finish that technique. We do want our partners to continue to train with us throughout our the COVID-19 situation. So pause the video, take a look, 1 minute for each concept. I'll see you back. Good work, guys. So the last thing I have for you is just a little bit of stretching. So that's easy peasy. I want you to set the timer for at least 5 minutes and stretch your legs. I'm going to show you one of the stretches that I like. You don't have to do this one. You can do lots of stretches, but I just wanted to put you in a direction. So oftentimes I like to come down. They call this the runner's lunge. And a couple things I want you to think about. We don't want this knee to go over top your toes. So I have my hands on the ground, and you can drop the knee if you like. If I drop this back knee, I feel a deeper stretch here. And that's what I'm always trying to stretch, the hamstrings, right? So I like to come here and I think about good posture, and I can feel the back of my legs stretch. Then I like to switch. Same thing, I make sure that my knee doesn't go over my toe, and I really feel this stretching in here. The one reason I really like this stretch, like I said, you can go up off that knee or you can put it down, is that eventually, once you get good at this, you can start scooting this knee back, 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 back. And then you can start scooting this one forward, 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 and you can get to the split. So that's how I learned how to get to the split, and it was just by like scooting this back more and more, and then eventually stretching that front foot out, and then you can do it on both sides. So I would stretch there. Other good stretches include these stretches. Again, they're hamstring stretches. I tend to like to stretch my hamstrings. You know, any stretch here to try to get your knees down. So opening this up is a really good stretch for you to do too. So you guys know where you're tight. We're not all tight in the same place, but I just want to share a few of the ones that I really like with you guys. 5 minutes of stretching. Thank you guys for training with us today. I know it's hard to not have, get to come to the dojang. I miss you guys tremendously. So I hope you're staying healthy, hope you're staying fit, and I'll see you next time.